Okay, I'm excited to get inside and start working out. It's always nice to listen to some fun music and just gets you in the mood to yeah, get in the zone. Like I love putting on my headphones and just really pumping up my music, even though I'm probably blowing out my eardrums. But that's a fun part for me when we go inside and work out. But we're doing full body. I wonder I'm like, because I know we come to the gym 4 times and we do upper, lower, or lower, upper, whatever, same thing. So I'm kind of thinking of just kind of saying, okay, uh, lower A, lower, or upper A, and then lower B, lower B, or something like that. That way, maybe it doesn't get too confusing for me and maybe you guys. But I mean, obviously, we see what I'm training when I go inside, but we're doing upper A. I actually didn't record lower body because we did train lower body this past weekend and it actually was an amazing workout, as in like my strength actually increased in my lifts, which was kind of crazy to me. Um, and it was funny because I was just thinking to myself, because you know how I was telling you guys when we started to lose weight, um, I was trying to decide because I'm not saying like my strength didn't decrease in all my lifts. You know what I'm saying? Like there's only certain lifts it did. And now that I'm like really analyzing maybe why it did, because now it's kind of going back up, which is interesting. So I actually, I haven't took measure. Well, I did take measurements, but that's what I was going to say. I haven't taken measurements since I measured myself from the very beginning of the cut. And I'm honestly in shock of how much inches I lost around my thighs, my legs. And now I'm kind of like thinking, like, let's visualize this. So the lift that I feel like I've lost strength in is like when I do leg press or the hack squat. So like imagine someone doing that with like a mat wrapped around their thighs, and doing it. You're kind of like losing a little bit of range of motion. Let's just make a hypothesis of why I'm thinking my, you know, strength actually decreased a little for specifically lower body because of the movement and the range of motion. And so us losing the amount of inches we've lost around our legs, I'm technically doing more range of motion. Like I said, this is just my hypothesis of all this because I measured my legs and I actually measured everything else, but I'm going to save that for another video. But just for some context of how much inches I've lost around my thighs is 5 inches. 5 inches. 5 inches around my thighs. And I want to say also 5 inches around like my hips and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know if that's a lot to you guys, but it's a lot to me to visually see 5 inches. So that's like crazy. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost like I'm now allowing my body to have more range of motion because I don't have like a yoga mat wrapped around my thighs, because I'm pretty sure that would be like 5 inches or so. And the same with when I was telling you guys, when I like lock myself in, like when we're doing like lat pull downs, I have to do a notch even lower. But I wasn't really understanding like, okay, well, how technically much did I lose around my thighs? I don't know. I never measured, but I just, yeah, was like, you know what? Let me just see. Let me just see what that number is. But yeah, I think you guys are going to be in shock when, whenever I'm not sure how I want to do a video about it. Like, I don't know if I want to just have a separate video of like talking about how the cut was, showing clips of like what we looked before and how we're looking now. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I, I mean, I guess looking back, I wouldn't believe how far we've come. I guess I'm like, yeah. And so it's funny because sometimes that's what I'm saying. You guys need to like document this for yourself, because sometimes you can be so hard on yourself and not give yourself any credit for you just literally getting better each day and improving and getting closer to whatever your goals were and all that stuff. And I well, I mean, first of all, I don't know how I just let myself get a little too crazy with that gaining phase. You know, like we just gained a little much, a little too much. Uh, you know, it's just like funny because yeah, like your face just gets swollen, and I mean, well, swollen, fat, whatever you want to call it, and then your body just it looks like a blob a little bit, and you get that because I'm saying it's not like you don't have the physique that you're wanting. It's underneath. It is. And that's what I'm telling you guys, like us doing this cut is so satisfying to me because I'm finally just saying, you know what, like that physique that I know that I am capable of is like it's there, but I'm not giving myself the chance to see it, you know, and having to just really dial in and stay true to the cut and just, you know, like enjoy the process. And I guess enjoy it as in like feeling proud that it's happening, you know, it's getting there. You're what you told yourself you're going to do, you're getting there. And I think that's why this has been enjoyable, because we are seeing the results, we're seeing it get there. And you know, I could have told myself like that I couldn't get there. I don't have that physique or the genetics or whatever you want to call it, and not even give myself the chance. You know, that's why I tell you guys, like, are you even giving yourself the chance to do or to accomplish whatever it is that you're wanting? Because I know I wasn't. I definitely wasn't even allowing myself to have that chance. And that's why too, like what you do and the things that are long term, because us doing this cut is long term, and what that means to you, it's you're just gonna have to really hold on to that, because a lot of people aren't gonna see it. They're not gonna understand it. You know, and that's something, that's what I'm saying you have to do for you, because this cut, and you know, there's been multiple times where I've gotten emotional because of like how in shock I've been of like where we've come, how I've never thought that I would be able to, you know, I guess see myself in a certain way, and just a lot of like mental barriers that technically I'm physically proving to myself were wrong. That I told myself for I don't know how many years, told myself these certain like this narrative that I almost wanted to prove, like, yes, you're right, you can't accomplish this, you can't do that, you can never look like this. And then to the point where you're just like, why am I even putting energy into that? I should put energy into the things that, you know, I want, or at least like I want to try. Even if it doesn't turn out the way, because that is the scary part. Like let's say we did this cut and I told you guys, what if I don't look the way that I thought I could look or wanted to look? Like that is something I'm like, I would feel very disappointed, to be honest. I'd feel disappointed, like, oh wow, like, you know, actually, yeah. And so, but I'd rather try. I'd rather try, you know, like, you know what? At least I tried. And that's okay. I'd rather live with that than live with this regret, like, oh, you could have tried it, but you never did. And that's why too, I'm like, you know what? I have no reason to not follow through with this cut. And that's why I'm just like, I see more reasons to do it. And to me, that's why it just has been felt like it's felt mentally smooth. And you know, because I guess I'm saying I'm getting out of my way, I'm getting out of my own way and finally just stop with all these excuses and just actually going after it. And that in itself has been so satisfying, so relieving. And man, I forgot where I was going with this, but I guess I'm saying leg day was really nice. And I wish I would have recorded that, but that's what I'm saying. Like I try to record every workout we do. Just it's so nice to just have for to look back on and document certain things like how the lift felt, all this stuff. But I guess that's why I'm sharing that now and saying that it was great. It was a great lower body workout, and I was so happy with it. Like the joy I get from working out and how my body feels. Yeah, that's why every time I come to the gym, I look forward to it. And you don't sometimes know what to expect, but you just know the more constant of like the theme of it is that you do feel good after and during too. Let's be honest. It's and before because you're getting hyped up. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing and it all feels good. So yeah, let's I think that's all I have to say about that. But yeah, we are doing upper A, which is going to entail overhead press, incline, lat pull down, and a tricep movement and a bicep movement. And I think that's it. And then I think and flies, and yeah, so anyways, let's go inside, see what's open, and yeah, I'll see you guys inside there. Okay, so we're starting off with the bench press. Trying to see. My music's not connecting. And I'm all like saying, "Oh, I'm so excited," because it's all also fun to listen to music. But the gym's music's actually really loud. Um, it's funny, someone talked about that, about how they actually told their gym if they could lower the music, and actually a lot of people liked it that way. So I'm curious, what do you guys like? Do you guys like when they blast the music really loud, or do you rather just hear the weights and have it a little quiet? I actually would like it quiet, but I was used to working out in a garage and just kind of like, if not listening to music, then yeah, just hearing, I guess, outside and just the weights hitting the ground, like that kind of noises. Well, okay, we got something. Okay, so this is the first set. And like I said, 2 working sets. Okay. Okay. I like that set. So I'm going to keep that weight. Uh, music stopped playing halfway. So I might just have to listen to the music I have downloaded on my phone. But I was gonna say they actually, because how I told you guys they have new machines. They actually have some new chest press machines that I might want to try out maybe next time. I'll have to give them a look and see if I'd like to try them out. Because not all machines or some are better than others, or your own joy better than most. But anyways, I'll go ahead and do one more set, and then we'll see what's open. Pretty much. I feel like it's upper day today. Okay, we're doing flies next. And these are also feeling pretty good. So after this, then we'll hopefully do overhead press with the Smith machine, because I just really love using the Smith machine. We don't have a new machine for overhead that I've fallen in love with or anything. So hopefully that opens up. But yeah, so let's get the set in. And yeah, I'm like already anticipating, because my chest always feels so good after every training, after every workout, every lift. I guess that goes for everything, right? You just smile before you even start. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay. That last rep probably wasn't, a solid rep, but that's our last thing for chest. So I'm okay with that. So I was noticing because I notice on dumbbells, I'm way stronger than the machine, but I think it's because with dumbbells, I also don't have like that extra range of motion I have with the chest with the flies because I'm able to like literally bring it this close with my hands almost touching. And I don't know, to me, I just got used to doing it that way, of course, with the machine. And then obviously dumbbells feel really nice too when you do flies. So just a interesting observation because there's always an answer to everything, huh? But those felt really good. Try to really focus on the stretch because that's like one of the most important, and then and then squeeze. But when you get that stretch and when you get that squeeze, it just it's awesome. So let's see. Let's go and see what is open. I think the Smith machine's open, so let's hurry up and walk over there. Okay, we got the Smith machine that I like just because the other one needs to be oiled up. I should probably say something. I don't know if anyone does say anything. I know I don't, but I probably should just because yeah, it doesn't feel more fun when it's not feeling smooth. Okay. This is our last set. And then what do we have? Then we have arms. I don't know why, like my workouts always just feel like they're done so fast. Okay. And it looks like we'll be able to, because I want to do dumbbell curls, seated dumbbell curls. It's pretty empty right now. So I'm sure we'll find a bench and some dumbbells. Okay. Ooh, let's go. It never fails. I always feel like I place it that doesn't hit the bar, but I'm like always finds it. Yeah, the music's super loud today. I wonder why. Okay, we'll go ahead and just head to the next lift. Okay, how did I forget about lat pull downs? So we'll stop this, and then we have arms. And it was funny. Last time we did lat pull downs, I'm like, I'm gonna go wider, you guys. I barely went any wider. I think it's because I'm just not used to it, but I want to do these wide. So we're gonna do these wide this time. And they feel good. So yeah, this is technically my last set. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll go and do arms. I'm all like tippy-toeing, trying to wrap my strap around. And I'm like, I'm not even that sure. But yeah. I know someone says like I should get the other wrist wraps, the ones where it's like I don't know if to say rubber or something, but it's a little easier just to like grip it instead of using the other one. But I make do because that's what I have. So we just make do. But you know, I always mention I like using them because my hands get really sweaty and I'd rather my back give out or whatever I'm doing than my grip. So don't ever feel bad if you're using it because I know some people say they feel bad because they're just like, well, should my grips be strong enough? I mean, like you're still gripping. You better still be gripping, even with the straps on. But for, you may be using it for other reasons too. Like, for instance, like if you have sweaty hands, it does help because of the cloth. So, anyways, that was a nice set. I was going to say something else. Okay, because, in the car, I was saying how I had to lower this way more. So, just to clarify, it was 5 inches on each leg, not like all together. It was 5 on each. So it did make a difference on certain things, but I just really didn't pay too much different like attention to it. But yeah, just interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and do some arms. Some dumbbell curls, and this will be the first set of them. And like I said, 2 working sets. Ooh, but yeah, bicep curls. they really take it out of me. So mentally, just trying to get into that headspace, and because I mean, hey man, like the burn of your biceps is something else. I mean, it's always something, right? That I mean, the legs, the arms, I don't know, but let's go ahead and do the set. Okay, I tried my best, but see, that's why I use my straps. My hands, I was trying so hard just to grip onto the dumbbell because I was slipping. And I'm like, I should just put my straps on. I think sometimes too, I have my moments where I'm like, it's okay, I don't need them. Because sometimes I do feel like silly, just to wrap it around. And I tell myself it doesn't do anything, or, I don't know, how we talk to ourselves. Sometimes we don't make no sense. But It's like I'd rather use it than not to get, just that focus on the actual reps than me trying to like make sure my hands don't slip. So yeah. So anyways, we'll do our last set with the straps and see the difference and see how that feels. Okay, guys, I'm all admiring some veins popping out. You guys know how hard it is to see a vein. So I get happy. I know it's not much, but we all have our different levels. Okay, so we have the straps on. It's gonna help with my hands not getting so sweaty. Okay, let's go. How we looking? I just always feel super pumped after bicep curls. Okay, triceps and then some posing. So see you guys in a little bit. Okay, last thing, and then we'll do some posing. So let's do our triceps. Okay, start with your weak side. Rest a little bit, and then we'll do all right. Okay, that was a good set. That was our last set. Now let's go and do some posing. I was thinking since we didn't do legs, or I didn't record it, we did do legs. We'll do a little bit of leg posing too. Why not? So let's see. Still unsure if that's too bright. I think the last video, my posing, it was really dark, but I don't know if like that was good or bad. Okay. Whew. Okay. What else do we have? Let's do some leg poses, some lower body poses. Okay. I will say there's a difference. There was a point where we were like seeing little changes, um, every day at the gym, but yeah, see, even though we lost like 5 inches on our legs, we've lost weight on our waist and around our upper. So it all just kind of like looks better. Visually, it almost looks like, yeah, the legs got bigger because the waist got smaller and all that stuff. So, whew, let me see. My brother is trying to help me with flexing my legs without getting so winded. And he did tell me, so hey, he only showed me once. So I might not do this correctly, but he said something. Okay. So knees bent, almost like you're going to go into doing a squat or something. There's poses I haven't really practiced. That's one of them. I was like trying to do that. My arms just feel really long. So I'm like distracted now. So I think I get what he's saying though. Obviously, maybe it's like a work in progress, but yeah, we don't have a glute pump or anything, but oh, and it's kind of nice. My calves are looking better just because we're getting leaner. So let me see if I can grab a clip for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. Not saying they look crazy amazing or anything, but they're they're popping out a little more just because we are getting leaner. Ah, okay. Okay, I think that's it for posing. I'll go ahead and do my cardio. I do think my shoulders are popping out a little more as well. Sorry. Okay. I'll go ahead and just end it there. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the car. When I was doing my cardio, I was realizing all the poses that I didn't do. I didn't do like the side one where we do for chest. It's so funny. I think I'm not used to, I really am. I'm not used to training like full upper, you know? And so I think that's why I'm getting confused with like my posing as well. Cause I'm all thinking, oh, we did back. Oh, I think that's it, you know? And so I'm having to get to being used to like posing full upper. And then when we do lower, lower as well. But um, yeah, so I'm kind of bummed. It's funny because that's what I'm saying. I just like making sure I have these videos to look back on, and it's just crazy to me how much I didn't take back like when we were starting, just because I didn't like looking at myself. I was just like, wow, I don't know. I don't like how I look. I don't want to record. And a lot of the times, remember, I would just wear like a big t-shirt and just lift with that. And just because I'm like, I don't want to see myself, but I'm like, I wish I had more videos. I wish I had more, you know, things to like compare how far we've come. But I mean, I do have a few and I've posted them, probably made like little shorts and stuff. But yeah, I think you're always gonna, be a hard critic. I mean, I still catch myself and I'm like, oh, I don't look good still. I don't really see my biceps popping. I don't really see this. And, I still have my moments, but I have to remind myself, like, hey, I'm going to regret it 5 years from now and be like, oh, I didn't record just because I didn't think I looked good enough. Like, it's like, well, maybe this is the video that I am going to use as my before video. You know, we don't know. So don't ever feel like you have to be at a certain level or a certain look to record yourself. You know, you have your reasons, and you're the only one that needs to really know your reasons, because I know some people ask other people like, oh, how do you, you know, not like someone I saw on like social media, someone asked him like, how do you have the confidence to record yourself in the gym? And he answered saying, well, look the part, you know, look the part, then you have the confidence to record yourself. But I don't, you know, I don't really see it that way, but that's from my experience, like I told you guys, because I'm like, well, what if you're recording the beginning of a journey, you know, recording the beginning of your fitness journey? Are you gonna not document that because you don't look ideal, you know? And that's what I'm saying. No one knows why you do something, you know? And I think I heard this once and I liked it. It can go apply to anything, is have a curious mind instead of a judgmental mind. You know, always be like, oh, I wonder, you know, if you see someone recording themselves, be curious, like, oh, I wonder if they're recording, like, you know, to document their journey, instead of being like, why are they recording? They don't look good enough, you know, and being judgmental. So I just feel like that'll just sit better with you if you're just more curious in life. And I don't know, that's just a nicer way of approaching things. And also you would start being like that with yourself. Like, huh, what if I did do this? What's the worst that can happen? That I'll have videos to look back on? I mean, not too bad, you know, instead of judging yourself and being so hard saying I'm not good enough, so let's not even get started. But just wanted to touch on that, and yeah, just you know, already looking forward to our next workout, which will be lower. So I will see you guys for that one. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, just me getting that posing though. I need to figure out a whole routine, you know, and be good at it. So that's a learning process. So anyways, I will see you guys for the next video. Thank you for watching.